I think my friend wants me all for himself. He might be sabotaging all of my relationships. For starters, I am very close with my brother Austin's best friend Dean. I consider Dean one of my best friends, and we bonded pretty quickly after he moved in with my brother and I almost 2 years ago. Originally, when I first met Dean, I was dating a boy who ended up cheating on me 2 weeks after my birthday. To add on to that, my mother's death anniversary is 2 weeks after my birthday, so needless to say, I was a complete wreck for a few months. Dean had been the one to encourage me to break up with my then boyfriend, and Dean told me I was much better off without him. In fairness, I'm grateful I listened to Dean and he was 100% correct about that ex. A few months later, I had met another boy, 16, we'll call him Mick, who I connected with quickly, and when I had rambled to Dean and Austin about Mick, Dean had asked me what his full name was. At the time, I hadn't found it strange so I had told him. A few days later, Mick approached me and asked if I really did know Dean, and why Dean had been so adamant on Mick not talking to me. I felt a mix of anger and confusion, but I remained friends with Mick and didn't bring him up to Dean anymore nor mention why Dean had talked to him. A while later, Dean and Austin started going out to the movies once a week with their friends, and they had invited me along. I met their friend who was closer to my age than the others, 21, we'll call him Matt, and Matt and I bonded great. We instantly hit it off, and I did find myself getting a bit of a crush on him, but I wasn't going to act on it in any way. I enjoyed simply being Matt's friend and teasing him for simple and stupid things. Yesterday, Dean and Austin took me to the movies, and Matt and another friend of theirs was waiting for us. Dean teased me about being cutesy with Matt when we had our usual back and forth banter, and I denied it entirely. Throughout the whole night, Dean kept implying that I had a thing for Matt. While it was true, I still didn't need everyone knowing and I didn't know how the Dean even knew when I treated Matt the same as I treated Dean and Austin. When we got back home, I thanked Dean for bringing me along and Dean had told me he pulled Matt aside and explained to him that me and Matt could never be a thing. He also added that if he found out Matt was trying to get with me later, both Dean and Austin would unalive him. I know Austin plays into the protective older brother persona, but I also know that Austin wouldn't care if I dated his friends because they're people he approves of. Dean, however, I don't know why he would have said this. He's never been overprotective of me or anything until pretty much last night. So, at this point, I'm more confused than ever. Do I confront the Dean? Do I reach out to Matt and try to figure things out? I also feel like I can't really explain this to Austin, since I'm afraid he'll think I'm overthinking things. What do I do?